Have you ever pondered how some of the most successful individuals seem to have everything under control? Well, today, we're diving into a secret that might just change how you approach your day and your life. Picture this: a billionaire who's made it to the top, not just in business, but in every aspect of life. You'd think it's all about talent or long hours, right? Well, think again. This guy credits his success to something super simple yet incredibly powerful: a morning routine. And the key? The key is to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. Now, I know what you're thinking. 5 a.m.? No way. But hear me out. This routine aims to enhance your concentration, enhance your physical health, and assist you in becoming your best self every day. It's not just about waking up early. It's about creating time for silence, reflection, and growth before the world wakes up. In this extract, I'll show you how you can join the 5 a.m. club and make the most of those quiet, distraction-free hours. By the end, you'll see how top performers, whether they're athletes, entrepreneurs, or artists, leverage this time to get ahead, while most people are still hitting snooze or scrolling through their phones. Are you prepared to revolutionize your morning routine and unleash your complete capabilities? Let's dive in. Chapter 1: A chance meeting that changed everything. This is the story of three very different people brought together by fate. A disheartened entrepreneur in need of a fresh start, an artist struggling to find inspiration, and a billionaire with a treasure trove of wisdom to share. The Spellbinder, a renowned business guru, led a personal development conference where each of them, searching for something more, found it in the most unexpected place. The billionaire, who disguised himself as a regular, struggling man, approached the entrepreneur and the artist after the conference. They had no idea he was wealthy, though there was a subtle hint in his luxury watch. His humble appearance was intentional, a reminder that success isn't all about money. He revealed that the Spellbinder's lessons about taking control of your own destiny, built his fortunes. While many people hope for extraordinary things to happen, the truly successful create their own exceptional outcomes. The billionaire's words intrigued the entrepreneur and artist. He spoke with such wisdom. It was clear he wasn't just an ordinary man. Then the billionaire revealed a key insight he had learned from his mentor. The most important factor in achieving success, both personally and professionally, is having a strong morning routine. Generous by nature, the billionaire offered to teach them everything he knew, if they were willing to wake up at 5 a.m. and meet him the next day. The entrepreneur and artist were hesitant, but their doubts began to fade when a Rolls-Royce arrived to take them to a private jet, marked with the logo 5AC, the 5 a.m. Club. Their journey to mastering mornings and ultimately their lives had begun. Chapter 2: Why waking up at 5 a.m. sets you up for success. One morning, the billionaire explained to the entrepreneur and the artist how waking up at 5 a.m. helped him break away from mediocrity and achieve greatness. By rising early, he boosted his creativity, doubled his energy, and tripled his productivity. But how does waking up so early make such a big difference? The billionaire shared that many successful people, like novelist John Grisham and composer Mozart, understood the power of solitude in the early morning hours. This quiet time before the world wakes up allows you to focus deeply without distractions. Our brains have limited mental capacity or bandwidth. Throughout the day, we use it up on work, news, social media, and constant interactions. By lunchtime, we're often too mentally drained to focus on anything important. However, at 5 a.m., you have the opportunity to focus all your mental energy on a crucial task before your brain becomes overwhelmed. Transient hypofrontality is also associated with this early morning focus. Simply put, your brain enters a state known as flow at 5 o'clock a.m., a state where you are fully immersed and energized in your work. The brain's prefrontal cortex, which handles rational thinking, quiets down, allowing you to stop overanalyzing and worrying. Meanwhile, the peacefulness of dawn boosts dopamine and serotonin, helping you stay focused and energized. The billionaire added that to achieve what the top 5% of performers do, you must be willing to do what 95% of people aren't, like waking up at 5 o'clock a.m. It's a simple habit that can give you a major edge over the competition. Now, let's explore how to move from achieving monumental things to becoming a history maker. Chapter 3. How History Makers Unlock Their Potential. On a sunny morning in Mauritius, an entrepreneur, an artist, and a billionaire met by the sea, watching the squirrelfish swim in the clear waters. The billionaire initiated a conversation about the 4 essential habits that characterize individuals who create history. As he said, success isn't about talent, but how well you use it. Discipline and perseverance matter more than natural gifts. Instead of doubting yourself, focus on your strengths and use them to make a difference. Next, the billionaire talked about the power of focus. Distractions like social media and constant notifications make it easy to lose focus in today's world. To truly succeed, you need to minimize distractions and concentrate on what really matters. Simplify your life by cutting out things that don't add value. Start your day by dedicating an hour, perhaps at 5 a.m., to focus on your most important tasks. The third point was about the power of consistency, or day stacking. Instead of relying on occasional big efforts, history makers make small daily improvements. Even a 1% improvement every day adds up to significant progress over time, 365% in a year. Finally, he shared the importance of personal mastery. According to psychologist Anders Ericsson, it takes about 2.75 hours of daily practice over 10 years to achieve elite-level skills. So, dedicate time each morning to work on yourself, your mindset, health, spirituality, and relationships. With this wisdom, the entrepreneur and artist realized what it takes to stay ahead, and the billionaire encouraged them to push themselves even further, to become their best selves. Chapter 4. The 20-20-20 Formula. How waking up at 5 a.m. transforms your day. Imagine standing at the bottom of Rome's famous Spanish steps, soaking in the early morning calm. That's the moment the billionaire tells the entrepreneur and the artist. It's not just about waking up at 5 o'clock a.m. What you do with that hour matters. Sure, you could rise early and waste time scrolling through social media, but to really get the most out of your day, you need a plan. Enter the 20-20/20 formula. 20 minutes to move, 20 minutes to reflect, and 20 minutes to grow. First, get moving. Spend the first 20 minutes doing intense exercise, enough to make you sweat. Why? Sweating helps eliminate cortisol, the stress hormone, and releases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which boosts brain function and sharpens your thinking. Just 20 minutes of physical activity can clear your mind and set the tone for a productive day. Next, from 5:20 to 5:40 a.m., take time to reflect. Remind yourself of your priorities in the quiet of the morning before the day begins. Journal your thoughts, your goals, dreams, and even your frustrations. This practice helps you clarify your vision and release any negative energy. Consider meditating as well. Studies show meditation reduces cortisol, helping you stay calm and centered. Lastly, dedicate the final 20 minutes to learning. Read biographies of successful people, dive into psychology, or listen to business podcasts. Dedicated to your personal growth, the world's top achievers are lifelong learners. By following this simple but powerful routine, you'll make the most of your mornings and become a true member of the 5 a.m. Club. Chapter 5: The Power of Sleep and the Twin Cycle of Elite Performance. As the city of Rome slowly awoke, the billionaire, entrepreneur, and artist ventured into its underground catacombs, ancient burial grounds. The billionaire remarked that this eerie place was perfect for discussing the importance of deep sleep, surrounded by those in eternal rest. Sleep, the billionaire explained, is a key factor in predicting how long we live and how well we perform. While many focus on how they start their day, how we wind down before bed is just as crucial. Unfortunately, many of us suffer from sleep deprivation, often caused by technology. Blue light from our devices disrupts melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. To avoid this, turn off screens by 8 p.m. and use the rest of the evening to relax. Whether that's chatting with family, meditating, or enjoying a favorite book. Aim to be in bed by 10 p.m. to truly benefit from the early start the next day. But sleep isn't the only way to recharge. Elite performance isn't about nonstop work. It's about alternating between intense focus and deep recovery. This balance is what the billionaire called the twin cycle of elite performance. Just like a farmer who works hard to plant crops but lets the soil rest during the fallow season, we need time to refuel. It may seem like nothing's happening during rest, but that's when the magic of recovery takes place, setting the stage for future growth. The entrepreneur admitted that he struggles with guilt when not working. But, as the billionaire reminded him, rest is just as important as work. Embracing both leads to true peak performance. Final summary. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a quick thought. They say heroes are made in the early hours, and there's a lot of truth to that. If you want to take control of your life, mastering your mornings is a wonderful place to start. Think about it. 5 a.m. gives you a distraction-free zone to focus on your goals. Whether it's boosting your creativity, getting in shape, or finding peace in a world full of chaos. Here's a quick tip to get you started. Set your alarm clock half an hour fast. Sounds sneaky, right? But it works. You'll trick yourself into waking up earlier without feeling like you've lost sleep. Oh, and ditch the phone as your alarm. I know it's tempting, but phones bring distractions. Instead, get yourself a decent old-fashioned alarm clock and set it for 5:30 a.m. when it rings. Jump out of bed before you have a chance to talk yourself out of it. The key is to act before your mind finds excuses to stay cozy under the covers. Just by doing this, you'll be one step closer to taking charge of your day and your life. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you're going to try the early morning routine. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. See you next time.